What is going on, guys? It is Sean from Double Clutch HD, and I'm coming at you with episode number 2 of the Angels franchise here on MLB 15, the show. So today we're going to be taking on the Houston Astros in Minute Maid Park, and the Angels are 7-4 to start off the season. The Astros are 4-7, and the Angels are going to be looking to improve on their record today. Let's take a look at the Angels lineup today. The Angels wearing their alternate red away uniforms: Calhoun, Trout, Pujols, Freese, Cron, Ibar, Cowgill, Iannetta, and Johnny Giovitello to round out the order. They're going to be facing off against Dallas Keuchel, the lefty, and he's 1-1 with a 2.84 ERA. And he's going to look to improve on his record today. Here's David Freese, 3-2 count with 2 outs in the inning, and Freese is going to shoot this one to right field, but it is caught by George Springer. So that's going to end the inning. Looked like it will be a run for the Angels. However, Springer jumped on it really quickly and got the catch. So here, take a look at the Astros lineup wearing their alternate home uniforms: Grossman, Lowry, Altuve batting third, Carter, Gaddis, Springer, Valbuena, Castro, and Jake Marisnick to round out their order. And they're going to be facing off against Hector Santiago, who's 1-1 with a 4.36 ERA, looking to improve on his record today. So let's see who his first batter is going to be, and it's going to be Jose Altuve, 2-2 count, and he's going to be a sinker. And Santiago throws, and he's going to be lined in the right field, but great catch by Cole Calhoun there in right field, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. So here's the perennial MVP, Mike Trout, here, and here's a 2-1 count, and Trout is going to shoot this one to right center field, going to be for a base hit. Trout's going to stop at first despite his very good speed, and there's going to be a single for Mike Trout. So we're in the top of the third now, 3-2 count to Albert Pujols against Dallas Keuchel, and Trout is going to take off on the pitch. Pujols shoots it to right field for a base hit. Trout rounds second, hits on the third. Springer's throw is going to go to the cutoff man, and that is going to be men on first and third with only 1 out for David Freese. 2-1 count, saving an RBI here in a key RBI situation, and Freese is going to drive this one to right field. All the base runners are taking off, which only means one thing: it is a home run. David Freese hitting a home run to right center field, and that is going to be a 3-0 lead for the Angels. David Freese, great job right there just to go with the pitch on a 2-1 count, a great hitter's count, and just hits that one out. Freese, let's take a look at the replay, and that was just hard of the play right there. Freese just put good lumber on it, and he gets the home run. So men on first and second with no outs, and Altuve gets hit by Santiago on the shin area, and that's going to lead to an at-bat for Chris Carter in a prime RBI situation, but he's going to strike out right there, and not a good at-bat for Chris Carter, who is prone to the strikeout, as is proved in many years. 2-1 count, and Gaddis is going to hit it to Santiago, who throws it to second, and it is going to be a bad decision, as that is going to be a run in for the Astros with no one getting out. So here's George Springer, 3-2 count, hits this one to right field. Calhoun looks like he has a beat on it, but is going to be misplayed by Calhoun, and it's a ground rule double for George Springer. And I believe that was ruled as an error, actually. So it's 3-3 Astros, it's a tie now, and this time Joyce is going to make the catch in left field, but not before the damage is done, or Cowgill, excuse me. And here is Mike Trout once again in the top of the fifth, 1-2 count, trying to get more damage to Keuchel, and that's going to be shot into left field for a base hit. Not a good 1-2 pitch by Keuchel, just low pitch, and Mike Trout just took that and pulled it to left field. So here's David Freese now, Trout on third now, 3-2 count. Keuchel is going to pitch and deliver. Freese shoots this one to right center field for a base hit. Looks like it's going to be extra bases. No one's going to get to it. And that is going to be extra bases for David Freese, who holds up at second. So now here is, jumping the gun a little right here, I believe this is CJ Cron next. And here's a 3-0 count to him. Keuchel struggling and laboring to get out of this inning. And the pitch is a harder-to-plate sinker right there, and that's going to get down for another double. Springer can't get to it, hits off the wall. Freese is going to score with ease, and CJ Cron is in there with another RBI double. So the Angels are getting to Dallas Keuchel, and it looks like a pitching change is going to be made right here. And here comes Samuel Deduno, a 4.50 ERA in 3 games, and see if he can stop the bleeding. Here is Eric Ibar. Keuchel still responsible for the runner at second. CJ Cron. Ibar on a 1-2 count is going to line this one to center field for a base hit. Cron is going to stop. No, he's going to keep going. He's going to go to third. Terrible throw by the center fielder. And Ibar is going to get to second with no throw. The catcher had to recover pretty well right there. And now here's Colin Cowgill. 3-2 count. Going to ground this one past Altuve for a base hit. And the runner is going to actually try to score right here. Eric Ibar showing off his speed and gets to run. Cowgill goes on to second. So the Angels just pouring on runs right here. Bottom of the 8th now, and Santiago probably wasn't there for one pitch too many, as that is driven to left field for a home run by Evan Gattis. You know he has the power. And now let's take a look at the game summary. And it looks like Evan Gattis has a home run today. David Freese, 2 for 2, 4 RBI. Great day for him. And Hector Santiago with only 2 earned runs so far off the Cole Calhoun error. So 3-2 count, and that's another home run. As that is going to be driven to left field. Just no doubter right there. And so after this home run, Hector Santiago is going to get pulled from the game with a 1-run lead, looking like he's on tabs for the win, only giving up 3 earned runs. And a pretty good showing for Hector Santiago, who's been known to be a little shaky. So here's Joe Smith, who struggled to begin the year, but his struggles are going to continue as Evan Gattis just drives this one to left field once again. Identical spot. And he is going to get another home run. This game, all of a sudden, is tied. So, Mike Morin on the mound now in the bottom of the 11th. This game went to extras, and that is going to be lined to left field, and that is going to get down for at least a double. And the runner at first, who was on first, is going to head on to third, but he is going to get held up. A key play right there, as that was a bad relay throw. And Evan Gattis with another double. Looks like he might be the hero again. Here's George Springer, 3-2 count, and Morin is going to get him to strike out on the nasty changeup. I think Morin had one of the highest strikeout rates or swing and miss rates on changeups, but he's going to walk Luis Valbuena right there, and he's going to load the bases. 1-2 count to Jason Castro. Here's a curveball, and it is strike three changeup, and Mike Morin is just showing off his ability to strike out people right here. Corey Rasmus, the pinch hitter's up, and no, just stop trying. And that is a strikeout on a high fastball. Mike Morin somehow gets out of a second and third no-out situation. And now here's CJ Cron, Joe Thatcher on the mound now. Cron is going to ground this one back to the pitcher. Thatcher throws, but well laid and actually over the head of the first baseman. And that is going to set up a leadoff base hit for the, not really, it's a base hit, but Taylor Featherston is going to pinch run right here for CJ Cron, a better runner. And so here is Colin Cowgill with a 1-2 count after a sacrifice play. And Cowgill is going to strike out right there. Thatcher, great pitch. And Cowgill, who usually matches left-handers, gets out right there. But Featherston makes a bad decision and tries to go to third on the strikeout. So with a 3-2 count at the top of the 13th now, Thatcher's still on the mound. Johnny Giovitella is going to ground this one to Altuve, who makes a great play, but his throw is into the dugout. And Giovitella is going to stay at first. So Angels have something brewing right here. Cole Calhoun up now. 3-2 count. And a lefty-lefty matchup, not really favorable, but Giovitella is going, and Calhoun has an open space to the left. The shortstop came over to make the play. Great hit-and-run decision right there by the Angels, and that's going to lead to men on first and third with 1 out. With the MVP coming up, Mike Trout. 2-1 count. Thatcher kicks and delivers. It almost hits Trout, but Giovitella notices that the ball hits off the catcher, and that is going to be a run for the Angels. A bizarre way to take the lead right here, and that is going to lead to a Houston Street appearance. This game is basically over. 1-2 count to George Springer, and strike three on the changeup, and that is going to do it as the Angels win the game. A really interesting and bizarre game. Angels got off to a huge lead and then somehow coughed it up to the Astros off a few home runs. Evan Gattis was key for the Astros, picking up 2 home runs on the day, but in the end, it was a Houston Astros blunder off the catcher's mask that led to the Angels winning this game. Fernando Salas gets the win, and Joe Thatcher gets the loss. Not really his fault. He was in his 3rd inning of work, I believe. So, yeah, great effort by both teams. The Angels need some bullpen help, obviously. Their bullpen did not hold too well. But David Freese is your player of the game with a double, a home run, and 4 RBI, 3 hits on the day. Great showing for David Freese early in the season, stepping up big. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Angels franchise. We're 8-4 now, off to a pretty good start. Seattle is off to a breakneck pace, so they're first in the division right now. Just a quick update in the standings. And so we're going to, basically this entire season, it looks like we're going to be trying to catch Seattle. So we're going to need some key contributions from everyone on our team. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day, guys.